If you were a fan of these, did you know that these existed?
Welcome to my YouTube channel.
If you're a big fan of the Korn and Adidas collaboration, you're probably a fan of sneakers and nu metal in general. In 2003, Deftones, arguably one of the biggest nu metal bands in the world, did a collaboration with Nike. They are rumoured to have only made 43 pairs of this collaboration, and it was just a family and friends gifted collaboration. It wasn't for sale to the general public, so finding these 43 pairs is extremely hard and very rare, as obviously most people have kept them, but every now and again a pair comes to the market for resale. I actually know two people that own a pair. One person because they worked with the brand, they are the PR, who's worked with Deftones for absolutely years. She's a legend, a friend of mine, and I'm extremely jealous of her sneaker collection, specifically that one pair. And another guy, because he collects sneakers. How he found a pair, I don't really know. He has an archive of sneakers and collects incredibly rare trainers, and they're one of his grails. I've seen him post those over the years, and if I can find pictures of both of these, I will pop them up on the screen now. If I could, I think it would be quite interesting to maybe speak to them about their pairs. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in, if you'd like to see me do more interviews with people about things like this. Every now and again, a pair comes to the resale market, and they have gone for thousands previously, including somebody putting up a pair for over £40,000. I don't know if anyone actually bought them though. That being said, if I was a crazy rich billionaire, I'd probably be doing it because I love sneakers and I love nu metal, and if I had crazy money, well, I'd give a lot of it to charity, but then after that, to treat myself, I'd maybe buy a pair of the Deftones Nikes, who knows. With the current popularity of Y2K fashion, there's also a musical uprising in nu metal, with new nu metal bands coming to the surface, releasing new singles, becoming popular, and also your classic nu metal bands just becoming bigger and bigger in popularity. With the help of things like TikTok, Deftones songs have blown up, Korn songs have blown up, and Limp Bizkit have been touring the world again. For me, this is like the best thing ever because I'm a millennial that grew up in the 2000s. I still absolutely love 2000s fashion, and I love nu metal, so seeing this become popular again is just ideal and perfect for me. I love these trends, and if this is something that you're into, this doesn't have to be a passing trend. People always say the 90s were in fashion, they're not in fashion now. Now it's the early 2000s, and that's going out of trend. It's going to be the mid 2000s. All of these things are basically popular right now, and having personal style is really what we're trying to push forward. That is what's trending. TikTok is really helping the growth of personal style and people showing off their own personal take on fashion. Having a personality and a trend that is true to you is so popular right now, and that's what you should be focusing on, as opposed to just some micro trends that come and go. That's not cool. It's not cool. We're dropping that. We're leaving that in 2023, 2024 now, and we're here to be our true selves. And for me, that means Y2K fashion. That means mixing up quite a few different things which are part of my personality, one of them being nu metal and Y2K fashion. So with that being said, do we think that Nike would do another collaboration with Deftones, but this time releasing it to the general public? I'm wondering. I'm putting out that rumour. I'm asking that question because before the Korn and Adidas collaboration happened, I was talking about it. I was personally looking for baggy Adidas tracksuits, always finding it quite hard to find them in my size. The trend for several years before baggy clothes started to become fashionable again was skinny and slimline tracksuits. So like all the Adidas tracksuits on the market previously had been quite slimline and skinny legged, which wasn't really my vibe. I'd been trying to look for vintage Adidas baggy tracksuits for quite a long time. I'd found a jacket on Depop. I just bought like a men's size large, and then I started to see the trend of baggy Adidas and trousers coming back. I'd seen flared Adidas trousers for quite a few years because we'd had like the 70s trending, the 90s trending, and then suddenly we started to get these baggy versions, and I was like, something's happening. I started seeing nu metal style fonts trending, and I was like, could the Adidas Korn collaboration be a thing? Could this actually finally happen? Because we waited 30 years for this to happen. It should have happened back in the day, back in the late 90s when Korn were repping Adidas hard. But it's happened now, which is really exciting, and I think it's a perfect time for it to be happening, where there's a new set of fans as well as the existing fans. So many more people involved in this trend and wanting to buy into it and loving these bands. We've had the popularity of the Korn and Adidas collaboration happening, selling out so quickly, people being upset and angry they can get hold of it. We've done 2 parts of it, and there is a rumour there will be a 3rd part of that Adidas and Korn collaboration at some point, so don't fret if you haven't managed to get a pair yet. I'm wondering if Nike is seeing this and thinking, how do we get involved in this nu metal trend? Well, Let me tell you, you could do a physical Deftones times Nike collaboration that is available to the general public. Personally, but this is just like my personal interest, I love that if these collaborations were made with more sustainable and plant-based materials, but that's just my own little thing. In general, I know that there is a huge want for a Nike Deftones collaboration, and it will sell out. It will sell out, just like the Korn and Adidas one did. I've been saying this for years, and brands now are starting to listen. So, can we get this? Can we make this happen? You might not think the Deftones are big. They're massive right now. They are trending on TikTok, and with brands and marketing agencies focusing so hard on what Gen Z care about right now, because obviously it matters. You Gen Zers are the youth of today, and you care about Deftones because you're blowing it up all over TikTok. So comment below if you think that Nike should bring back the Deftones collaboration and release it to the general public so that we can buy a pair. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if you think that Nike would do this, or if you think that I haven't got a hope in hell in this happening. Who knows? I thought when I woke up to the day that they announced that the Korn Adidas release was happening that I was in like an alternative reality. This wasn't happening. I was like, is this a new universe? Have I skipped a few episodes? How did this happen? And it happened. And not only did it happen, it's happened twice. We have got two releases of this collaboration with Korn and Adidas because the right people like me, millennials who love new metal, are in these positions now. Me on the internet and them in designer marketing roles at Adidas. So I'm looking for the moshers in Nike. I know you're out there. There's been a few developments in the past couple of years with mini collaborations happening, or just putting people in campaigns from bands, for example. It's happened recently. I talked about it in my last video, so go watch that if you want to know what I'm talking about right now. But I know you're there. I know there's some moshers at Nike, so let's make this happen. Please get me involved. I'm a fashion stylist, creative director with experience in PR, marketing and strategy. So let's work on this together. I know the right people to be in the campaign. I know how to shoot it. I know how to style it. That's what I'm trying to do with my career right now as a fashion stylist. Is I'm working with all the artists that I love right now. I've worked with Fall Out Boy and Shikari, No Offense, all these amazing people. I also love the hip hop and the grime scene, and I've worked with Big Nasty, I've worked with Lethal Bizzle, etc. Like, I want to be back working on campaigns with brands and putting those people into these campaigns. So, if you're the people at these brands and you want someone authentically to creatively direct and style your campaigns, your girl is sitting right here. My portfolio is large. I've worked with Nike, I've worked with Puma, I've worked with JD Sports, I've worked with Foot Locker over the years in many different capacities, but people move and change, and I would really love to get back onto working on campaigns with these brands because I think that I'm at the forefront of what's happening right now. And I just want to shout out and thank you to the people at Adidas in Germany who gifted me the Korn collaborations over the past couple of years. It has meant so much to me, and I'm still mind blown that that is a thing and that it's happened. Anyway, comment below if you think that Nike should do a part 2 Deftones collaboration and release it to the public, and also what else you'd like to see next. Please make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out and have a lovely day.